welcome back to my channel. So I don't know why I decided not to film my process and my thought pattern, but anyway, my Lavy hair wig, I decided that I was gonna bleach it and dye it. It was definitely a process because I actually think it's a good thing that I didn't film me bleaching it because it was horrible. Like, you would have thought I was at most amateur. First of all, I don't have a wig stand, so me trying to manipulate the hair in the wig while it's not secure is really annoying. So anyway, this weekend I just got the urge to take my hair out. It needs to be rebraided. So this morning I was supposed to start doing my hair and I didn't. I just put it in some sections in the front and then kind of like poofed it out in the back or whatever. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's not staying like this, but I just decided to start coloring it so I can leave it to sit for a couple hours. So anyway, this is my Lavy hair wig. I put it in sections. I have one big section in the back, one section here, one section on the side, two in the middle, and then two in the front. And as you see, I did things that I used, and I ended up actually going through about four of them. And I used my 40 volume developer, and because I couldn't really figure out how to manipulate the wig and get it to sit, and then once I got in the flow of getting something I knew was gonna work, the back ended up sitting for maybe about an hour, and the front set for, so the back set for about an hour. And this is the color that it came out. It's definitely really light compared to, let me take it out this big section because I'm getting ready to dye it now. So I sectioned it off. So as I went up, you can see it didn't hold as long because I rinsed it out. But this is golden, this is light. And then towards the front, it's still kind of brown. But that's fine because I didn't want the color to show more in the front. I wanted to show more in the back. So I think it came out really good. I'm quite happy. Let me give you a bit of a close-up. Sorry, guys. That's what it looks like. My silly self decided that, well, I actually forgot that I didn't have any conditioner and I had like that much left. So what I figured is that I'll use some coconut oil. So coconut oil works as conditioner because this hair is not tangled, it's not dry. Because after I bleached it, I washed it out and I used the Shimmerlite shampoo, the purple bottle. So that's why it's not so brassy. It's like a dull bleach. So that definitely helped. And what I did is I washed the bleach out of one section, and then I put the shampoo on it, curled it, left it, and then did the other sections, then went back, rinsed it out, put the conditioner and the coconut oil in, went back, and then I put a cap over it, just a normal shower cap, and then I just left it overnight. So it's been like this for about 24 hours now, just sitting. Then I brushed it out just now with my diamond brush, and yeah. So what I'm going to do is just color this right fast. I'm going to use several different colors because I don't have one set one that I want to use, and I need to get rid of some extra colors that I had left over. So in the back, this back section right here, working my way forward, I'm just going to use up the last of my Manic. So I'm going to go in at the bottom of the Cleo Rose Manic. Then I'm going to go in with my Vampire Red, or Red Frost and then Cleo Rose actually, because then I'm going to use my Adorn Velvet Jam. I'm going to use that. And I think the red, kind of purple, and then purple would be better. But they're all going to end up mixed together anyway. I'm not doing it a specific color. I'm just kind of going in and dyeing it. As you see, when I do my bleach, I don't have a set line of demarcation between where I stop. It's gradual. And that's what you want to go for. To be fair, over this side though, I could have went up a bit higher. Because as you see, it's like slanted. So that's not ideal. However, the natural color line is way better. Move my puff out the way. The natural color line is way better than anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'll use this to put it on the hair. And then I'll go through the hair with the diamond brush to just get it on every strand and even it out. And then put it back in this little section with the bands. And then once I'm finished all of them, I'll put the cap on it and let it sit for about 4 hours. So that's about it. So I'll just show you what it looks like. Like I said, I really don't know why my silly behind didn't decide to film me bleaching it, but it was a right catastrophe. Me getting it all done. I didn't have any foils, so I had to stick it in like some cling film or something. It was absolutely awful. So my supplies is running really low and I had to improvise and it was not good, but it came out alright. And note to self and everybody else that if you don't have any conditioner, coconut oil works perfectly fine. I learned that out kind of not the hard way, but a good way. So that's it for now. I'm going to try and show you the way I color it, but other than that, I'm just going to kind of get to it. And what I would normally prefer to do is, let me show you again, the darker parts up here. This color is not actually black, it's like 1B, so in the sunlight it shows up brown. So if it's brown and then color, it's not going to look as nice. So I'm hoping that it doesn't affect it too much, but I would, any other time, I would put the darker part, just dye it a black, so that it can be black and then a color instead of like a brownish 1B and then color. Do you get what I mean? So it takes away from the look and it makes it kind of look dry sometimes. So I'm hoping that it doesn't affect it that much. But if I go in with some color, it might be like a shimmer of that color and then get gradual. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Right fast, quick and in a hurry. And then I'm just going to chill out for the rest of the day. Maybe watch some Netflix. I don't have that much uni work to do. So just kind of chilling for today. So I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like. And hopefully I don't make a mess, because I would be horrified if all this white got dirty. So we're gonna see how this goes. So I'll just keep you guys updated. And this is the Lavy hair wig that I am dyeing multiple colors. So I'll see you guys in a bit. And I just put the red on. The red is quite red. It's really, really pretty. So I'm gonna go in with the next two sections and kind of just add the colors on. I just have to open this up. Here we go. So this is the clear rose, and I'm going to go in with this section. But first I'm going to put this one back up into its section. So that's there, and I'm going to pull this one down just because they're on the same level as each other. And I'm kind of getting the red dye everywhere else. So I'm going to go in with these two and do red down the bottom. Sorry, see what I mean? My stand is not entirely... So what I'm using right here is not actually a color. It's from the Jasmine's line, and basically it's just a clear kind of shimmer liquid thing. So whatever color you're dyeing your hair, if you put that in it, it just gives it a bit of shimmer. Like I said before, when I go up in each section, I'm just going to do the color on the ends of the previous section. So as you see, the bottom section was red. So when I went up to the next section, I put red at the tips, and then I'm putting clear rose in the main section. And then when I go up one more, I'll use clear rose on the ends and then do the main section a different color. And that's what the clear rose looked like once I got it all together. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. And then as I go forward, I did the top section purple and then put clear rose on the end. So this is what it looks like all together. The curls are defined, and that's about it. So say hi, Britt.
Hey guys.
Britt's with me for 2.5 seconds. She came to see me this weekend. But this is the hair after I dyed it. It looks dry, but it's not dry. It's just the color. I showed you how in the back. Let me see if you see it. I started off with like the red in the back, and then as I went up, I used the Cleo rose Manic, so it's like this color. And then I used the Adore Violet Jam or whatever, and that's in the front. But I think when I left it to kind of marinate, the colors just kind of mixed together. So as you see, it's not quite purple, but it is really purple. The curl pattern in the front, I don't know if you can see it. It's like capped, but in the back, it's still kind of stringy, straight with the red, because this is the part that I left to bleach the longest. But in the front, I didn't leave it to bleach that long, so it was still kind of kept the pretty little curl pattern or whatever, so it's not bad. Yeah, And then you see how it's just like kind of stringy straight. But what I did is when I put the conditioner in or whatever, I put it like kind of just scrunched it like that, and it caught itself a bit. So it's not awful. I went to class this morning, and it's really windy outside as always. So it blew around a bit, but it's not too bad. I like how it's still kind of shimmery and kept, you know, up here. I did put the purple up here a little bit so you might see it, but not too much. I was a little bit upset because another downside is that when I bleached it up the top, when I dyed it up the top, the purple like seeped through my lace. So now my lace has like a little purple little spot going on there, but I'm not going to be able to see it because I don't wear my hair in that section. But yeah, I guess that's it. So this is what it looks like. Let me get out of the way and stand up and show the public. And this is one of the shirts that I got from Fashion Nova if you do want to know. Looking cute. Say hi, Brit. Oh. So it looks dry, but it's not actually dry. And then this is the back. Looking all whatever it looks like. Yes. I didn't really like it when I woke up this morning, and when I washed it last night, I didn't really like it. But now it's starting to grow on me. It's some spots like up here where it didn't really take, and it's still kind of brownish. And it's a spot in the back that I kind of missed out, but it's not a massive spot. It's like a strand. It's because I have like OCD and I pay attention to detail, so I see it, I'm just like, oh, I forgot that. But that's about it. So this is what it looks like. Bleached and dyed. It looks dry, but it's not dry. And the color is way more purpley than this looks. Like, I wonder if I get closer if you can kind of see.
Yeah, the camera's not really picking up the color very well.
No, it's not.
It's definitely more magenta-y type.
Yeah, magenta's the color or something. Like, it's really, really bright. I don't know why it looks pink, but it's not pink. Well, this section's not pink. So anyway, yeah. And then you can see the red hanging out the bottom. The only issue I have with the way I dyed it, when you bleach your hair and dye it, you never want to do a straight line and have like a line of, is it differentiation, that complicated word. You never want to see where the line is, so it's better to do it gradual. But when I showed you how I did it, I had it in sections. So because I bleached it in sections in the ponytail and stuff, when I took it out, obviously the hair falls differently. So like in this area, you see how it's kind of just like that, and then how it's like up here and then just a drop down here. I kind of don't like that, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal because of how the ponytail was, but it's not that serious. Like you see, it's more up here, and then like putting it forward. I'm gonna stretch it out. You see how it's kind of different and it goes down, but that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be shown more in the back than in the front, because obviously the front you see, whereas the back you just see the ends, you don't see the top part. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'm not really gonna do anything else to it. It's still soft, surprisingly. Was there any problems bleaching it? Besides for the fact that I don't have a wig stand, so life is complicated. But yeah, the colors were fun. I showed you. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys right now. So I will see you guys in my next one. Remember to like and subscribe and stay tuned, because I am planning on doing a giveaway. So you need to be active and tuned in and subscribe, because the more subscribers I get is when I'm going to start doing giveaways. So I want my numbers to go up a bit before I start giving you guys some fun stuff. So, you know, stay tuned. Watch anything and give me any suggestions that you have, things like that. So I'll see you guys later.